Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Wiregrass. We're glad to have you join us this Wednesday morning. I'm Amanda Arnold. It is December 30th, just 2 days till a new year. And first thing, we'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Ted King for a first look at our weather. Ted, what's happening out there?
Hey, that new year coming up pretty quickly. You know, the older I get, the quicker they come, right?
Amen, brother.
I guess it happens that way with everybody. But anyway, Good morning, everyone. Hey, you know, it's a mild morning out there, and we have a pretty nice day coming up for you. Let's see what's going on, and nothing but a few clouds across the region. So, temperatures, look at this. Some communities in the middle 50s, Troy and Eufaula, for example, middle 50s, and some upper 40s out there. But anyway you look at it, these are very mild, especially compared to some of the mornings that we have been seeing of late. And the dew point's now coming up on the heel of some easterly winds, trucking in some moisture into the region. But generally winds are light right now, but they will be east-southeast during the course of the day. But a good-looking day coming up nonetheless. Mixture of sun and clouds. Temperatures up near 70. If we get enough sun, we could spill into the lower 70s. Chance of rain back in the forecast for tomorrow. Could see some strong thunderstorms around here tomorrow night into early Friday. We'll talk about that and the weekend in a little bit. Amanda?
All right, Ted. Thank you so much. Well, once again, Southeast Health is canceling its elective and urgent care outpatient surgeries and procedures. This is because of the rising number of COVID-19 patients, now at an all-time high of 75 inpatients. Medical procedures will continue on an emergency basis only. These changes will be in effect starting today through January 11th, 2021. Services will not be suspended in outpatient areas, and the Southeast Health Medical Group clinics will not be affected. At this time, they plan to continue functioning as usual. The Alabama Department of Public Health has released a new dashboard tracking vaccine distributions in the state. As of Monday, more than 20,000 Pfizer and Moderna vaccines had been given to Alabama residents. Now, this accounts for just around 7% of people who should be getting the vaccine under Phase 1A. This is the phase that includes frontline health workers, nursing home residents and staff, and laboratory personnel handling COVID-19 samples. Veterans' homes across Alabama have now received their COVID-19 vaccines. In total, these 4 homes serve around 468 patients with 850 staff members. The first residents to receive their vaccines were those at the Bill Nichols home in Alexander City. COVID-19 has hit this particular veterans home hard. 46 of the residents there have died from COVID-19 since March.
We anticipate approximately 85% of our 468 residents will be vaccinated.
This vaccine's amazing. This is something that's going to start really well for our guys, and it's just like a new light, a breath of fresh air for these guys.
The vaccines were provided through the Federal Pharmacy Program in cooperation with CVS and Walgreens pharmacies. They will continue being administered over the next 2 weeks. Well, throughout the year, despite the pandemic, Houston County commissioners kept working away on their various projects. And now here's WDHN's Robert Smith with a recap of their success.
With COVID-19 taking over most of 2020, it has caused challenges for many, including the local government. But it's been the teamwork getting them through the pandemic.
It's been a challenge. You know, it has been a challenge, and but we have a great commission, and we work well together, and you know, not necessarily agree on things all the time, but we try to come to a compromise and be able to work together to move things forward for the county and what's best for the citizens of this county.
The Houston County Commission has been keeping its citizens satisfied with a number of projects this year. One project in progress right now is taking place at the Rehoboth baseball field as they added a freshly paved parking lot. Commissioner Herring says it was once a playground and the area was a safety hazard.
I was able to make some connections with some people and be able to get with Director Kenneth Boswell with ADECA and go through the proper channels to be able to get the approval to have something nice like this. There's going to be, I believe, approximately 69 parking spaces right here.
In this past year, a roundabout was installed at South Park Avenue and Taylor Road to eliminate traffic jams, and multiple roads were paved in District 3.
Johnny Murphy Road, which is another road, which is right over here, connects to this one, which is the main thoroughfare through for people to be able to come and to school it's traveled highly. And, you know, they was able to get that project done, as well as Fuller Road over towards Taylor, and also Littlefield Road towards Taylor.
So what will Houston County Commission have on their hands in 2021? Two of many will be a roundabout at Campbellton Highway and filling in the ditch that runs in front of Rehoboth Elementary and Middle School, which will prevent an overflow of water. Covering local news first in Rehoboth, Robert Smith, WDHN News.
And like other counties in the Wiregrass, Henry County also has experienced a unique year. WDHN's Allison O'Connor reports what county officials there have planned for 2021.
With the new year inching closer, Henry County is ready to move forward. Here's a look back on the county's 2020 and their plans for 2021.
Economic development is something that when it's in front of you, you need to deal with it.
Probate Judge David Money explained that although Henry County does not have someone as the economic development chair yet, he is very pleased with how businesses have continued to work through the difficulties of 2020. He stated that he is looking forward to moving into the new year with long-term goals for the county as a whole and the different cities themselves.
A uniform first responder system that we're working on. I think we're making headway. We have short-term and long-term plans for that will only benefit everyone financially, professionally. It'll get people response as quick, if not quicker.
The judge also said that you never know what tomorrow brings in the areas of growth and expansion. Henry County is actually in good monetary standing this year compared to last year thanks to the CARES Act funding and feels comfortable looking ahead.
We're actually going to finish the year in much better shape than we did last year. So I want the people to understand we're trying to manage your money wisely. We can't do everything you want us to do, but we have to be cognizant of the funds we have, look at expenses that may or may not be coming, and be prepared for that.
So make sure to keep an eye out for Henry County going into the new year. Covering local news first in Henry County, I'm Allison O'Connor, WDHN News.
Over the past few weeks, there's been a string of tractor burglaries in different areas of Dale County. In fact, over the weekend, a resident's tractor was stolen right off his property. These are pictures of the stolen tractor. It's a 6430 John Deere tractor, big, and was stolen right off a county road.
Witnesses are always our best ally when it comes to fighting crime, crimes such as this one with theft of property such as big articles.
If you have any information about this case, you're asked to contact the Dale County Sheriff's Office. There is a cash reward being offered, and we'll have more on this story in our next half hour. In Covington County, a farmer is looking for whoever killed one of her zebras. Kim Barber says that on Christmas night, someone trespassed on her property and killed her zebra named Marty. Marty was being hidden since this is the second time this year a zebra has been killed in Covington County. Barber is now offering what she describes as a substantial reward, leading to the arrest of the person or persons responsible. A multi-state high-speed pursuit led to the arrest of a Panama City man at around 3 o'clock yesterday morning. Holmes County deputies say Colin Goodson ran away from a traffic stop on Highway 79. The suspect then crossed the state line while driving on the wrong side of Highway 167 North. Hartford Police and Geneva County deputies pursued Goodson into the Coffee County, where he crashed his car into a tree. Authorities say he then attempted to run from that scene but was quickly arrested. Goodson faces several felony charges in both Florida and Alabama, including fleeing and possession of a firearm by a felon. The Holmes County Sheriff's Office is also investigating separate thefts in Bethlehem. A black Harley motorcycle was stolen sometime between Christmas night and Monday. It had a Florida license plate. In another incident, a utility trailer was also stolen. So if you have any information about these thefts, you're asked to call the Sheriff's Office in Holmes County. Well, Ted, we're going to move to the weather picture here now because everybody's kind of on pins and needles, kind of hoping and wondering what's going to be happening for the holiday weekend. And I'm sorry to say it sort of looks like it's going to be a repeat of the Christmas holiday.
Well, yeah, there's going to be some rain and there's going to be the chance for some thunderstorms. Some of those could be on the strong side, but I'm really trying to salvage Saturday and especially Sunday, okay? So there's going to be some rain, there's going to be some good weather, but I'll try and clear it all up coming up after the break.
Keep working at it.
Yes.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
This weather segment is sponsored by Physicians Hearing Center. You're watching WDHN's First Alert Weather.
Good morning, everyone. So glad to have you with us on this Wednesday edition of Wake Up Wiregrass. I want to start out by saying Happy New Year to everyone. I'll be out the next couple of days. Oscar Fan will be in, and he'll have things covered for you. But not a whole lot going on out there this morning. A few clouds here and there across the region, and really not a whole lot going on across the southeast. The activity still well to our north and west. And good morning, Dothan. Look at the... Well, the temperature was, oh, there it is. I guess I had to snap my finger there. 52 degrees right now. Mild out there is what I was trying to get at, and dew point up at 47 degrees, so more and more moisture in the area. But my vehicle was not smothered in dew this morning. Some communities, the temperature cool enough to where there may be some dew out there. But anyway, no frost, that's for sure. Upper 40s to the mid 50s. Good morning, Troy. 54 for you, and hello, Geneva. You're at 48. Up near 70s, some communities spilling into the lower 70s today. This particular model has us at 73, but look at these temperatures. Warm for the next few days. However, lots of moisture in the atmosphere. And of course, with that and a trough moving into the area, there will be showers and some thunderstorms. More on that in just a moment. Standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Ouch, yeah, needing that jacket. 16 degrees. Look at Denver at 9, but you see 54 in Birmingham, 19 in Lincoln, Nebraska. Probably some kind of shenanigans going on here. And right you are. Freezing rain here, snow. There's all kinds of winter storm warnings. And the culprit, yep, you got it, upper level trough. And this trough will be shifting eastward. We're underneath the ridge today, so we're mild. But by tomorrow, it's a complicated forecast. I don't want to confuse you a whole lot. I'll try to make this easy on you. But by tomorrow, this trough right here, okay, it really starts pulling a lot of moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico. Showers break out, scattered around the region tomorrow. Then the trough shifts closer to us late tomorrow into Friday, and there'll be showers and thunderstorms tomorrow night into Friday. Some of those could be on the strong side, okay? That's late tomorrow night and on into Friday. And then this next lobe right here, this will be moving eastward. That'll develop an area of rain Friday night into Saturday just to our east. It looks like eastern sections could see a little bit of rain on Saturday. But anyway, more on that in just a moment. But here's the hour by hour. Nothing going on today. A really, really nice day with a mixture of clouds and sun. A few showers break out around the region tomorrow. Not all communities seeing the rain tomorrow, but look, by early on New Year's morning, showers break out all across the region. And as this line continues to move eastward, some thunderstorms will break out along that line. And again, some of those could be on the strong side, but none of that today. Have at it. Sun and clouds, mild, at least 70. You know, again, if we get enough sun, we spill into the lower 70s. Next 7 days, showers scattered around the area tomorrow. Some communities not seeing the rainfall, not until tomorrow night into early on Friday. Good chance for that rain on Friday. Again, showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could be on the strong side, and again, that would be in the Friday morning time frame into early afternoon. That particular batch gets out of here. Eastern sections could see a little bit of rain early on Saturday, and that system will get out of here, ushering in some cooler air with plenty of sunshine for Sunday and the early part of next week. Amanda?
All right, Ted, thank you. Well, you know, weather is one reason that Black Alabama is canceling its annual New Year's Eve fireball toss and covered dish celebration. Mayor Pro Tem Maxine DeBoard tells WDHN News that COVID canceled the meal, and then the threat of severe weather Thursday night led to the decision to forego the fireball toss. And that's where, as you see, balls of yarn are soaked in kerosene, and that allows somebody a second or two to toss it around. DeBoard says residents are disappointed, but they understand that the celebration could not happen this year and keep everybody safe. A different story in Ozark, where the city plans to bring in the new year with a bang at its New Year's Eve celebration Thursday night. There will be masks, hand sanitizing stations, and social distancing, of course, but there also will be food, live music, and games. According to owner Jason Thomas of Lily Mag's Butts and Beverages, this will be a way for residents to enjoy some normalcy.
Big thing, bring your chairs, come on out, support the local businesses downtown, and just come enjoy some music and just get out of the whole fret of the COVID thing right now.
By the way, that New Year's event in Ozark is free. Free clothing will be given away this Saturday, January 2nd, at the Time Youth Dothan's Impact Center. Clothes will be available in all sizes at the center located on 1047 South Oates in Dothan. It will be open to the public from 10 to 1, and if you go, you'll have to wear a mask, and only 6 people will be allowed inside at one time. Now, here's a question for you. Do you have a favorite local pizzeria? The Alabama Farmers Federation is looking for 8 nominees across the state to vie for the title of Alabama's Best Pizza. Nominate your pick by commenting on the announcement post on the Alpha Farmers Facebook page. And be sure to go there when you do. Name the eatery and the city where it's located. Nominations close Monday, January 11th, but that's plenty of time to figure out what you'd like to vote for in the pizza department. Up next in Rinker's Sports Department, a preview of Auburn's basketball challenge tonight, and Alabama's Najee Harris remembers when his teammates let him into their room, as he put it. Ted's weather for walking the dog, but first a look outside, courtesy of the Durden Digital Cam, now overlooking 84 and Westgate in Dothan. It's 6:19. Do stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, well, I feel right at home.
Well, good. I hope you do. You should.
Hadn't been out in a while, so you made some changes, but
You're watching WDHN Sports.
Good morning, sports fans. Bruce Pearl and the Auburn Tigers opened their 2020 campaign with a 6-2 record against non-conference opponents, and tonight they kick off their SEC competition with a date at home against Arkansas. The Razorbacks, they've started an impressive 8-0 on the season, but they have yet to play a Power 5 or Group of 5 opponent. So far, Auburn is a perfect 5-0 when they score 70 or more points, but when they're held to under 70, they are just 1-2. And the Razorbacks in their last 3 games, they've given up more than 70, so things might bode well for the Tigers tonight. And though it's just Auburn's first game of the conference season, it is a big one because Auburn has a lot of young guys getting time this year, and plus Arkansas is one of the top teams in the SEC, so a win tonight could really help boost confidence throughout SEC play.
The question is, can we now handle the speed, the quickness, the size, the athleticism of the SEC night in and night out? And then what will happen to our confidence? What will happen to our growth? That's what we're fixing to find out.
Well, by now we all know that the Alabama offense is a well-oiled machine, and that is putting it lightly. Since day one, it has been foot to the throttle, all things go for Steve Sarkisian's unit. And of late, the Crimson Tide are finding new ways to thrash defenses, whether it be running touch passes to a receiver or using Najee Harris as the primary receiver in the passing attack. Alabama's offense has seemed to know zero boundaries. One of the more intriguing aspects of the offense is how Najee Harris has been able to show off his receiving skills. We saw it in the game back in October against Tennessee, but in the SEC championship game, 22 gave the nation a notice that he too can run routes, scoring 3 touchdowns through the air, but also bringing in 67 receiving yards. And after the performance, Harris says that he's now accepted in more than just the running back group, also the receivers.
No, first day after practice, after the game, they finally accepted me. They said, "You a ride out, Najee." So, hey, tip my hat to that. You know what I'm saying? They done let me in their room to be a ride out.
That's a group I want to be a part of. Who wouldn't, right? And though school is not currently in session thanks to the holidays, our local Wiregrass Hoopers are still getting buckets during the break. We had some scores from last night's action. In Blakely, Georgia, the ladies from Early County won in a nail-biter over Calhoun, 43-42. Florida State signee Michaela Timpson, she was able to put up a double-double, scoring 22 points while grabbing 15 boards. And her teammate, Jordan Eford, also had a big night with 14 points to go with 10 boards. And those 2 double-doubles carried the Early County Bobcats to a 1-point victory. And we're going to move over to Ozark to the Civic Center in a slugfest. The Charles Henderson Trojans defeat the red-hot Dale County Warriors 66-57. Charles Henderson improves to 12-5 on the year, where Dale County falls to 10-4, and they have lost 2 straight games. Also from the Civic Center in Ozark, the home Carroll Eagles nudge out a close one over Daleville in the Battle of the Birds. Eagles beat the Warhawks 47-44, and Carroll is now 9-4 on the year. And today we have 3 more games coming over from Ozark, and we'll have all those highlights at 6 and 10. So stick around, watch the rest of the morning show, and I'll see you later today.
Now, All right, and later today shall be very nice. Look at this rascal saying, come on, put that cell phone away. Let's get going, huh? He's all saddled up, ready to go. Nice day coming up. Sun and clouds, right around 70 for a high. Amanda?
All right, he's raring to go. Thank you, Ted. Well, we've got some good news here. Owner and Chief Financial Officer of Eagle Eye Outfitters in Dothan, Susan Anderson, has been elected onto the board of directors for the Alabama Retail Association. Ms. Anderson and her husband opened Eagle Eye back in 1999, and over the years they've been helped by the Retail Association, and that's why Anderson says she looks forward now to paying it forward.
We had utilized resources from the Alabama Retail Association ever since we've been open as a business, and it's definitely a way I can give back to an organization that has helped us tremendously, especially in 2020.
Anderson begins serving on the board on January 2nd, and we say certainly congratulations to Susan Anderson. Good work. When Wake Up Wiregrass continues in our next half hour, what's up with a rash of stolen tractors in Dale County? Why some Alabama veterans are just thrilled and relieved. Sampson gets a facelift, and our studio guest talks about low-income housing in Dothan and big plans ahead. Lots more news ahead, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Good morning. We're so glad you could join us for another new day of Wake Up Wiregrass. I'm Amanda Arnold. It's Wednesday, December 30th, and let's go over now to Chief Meteorologist Ted King for a quick look at our weather. T-minus 2 days till the new year. Ted, you ready?
That's right. I better be, huh? It's a-coming and coming up quick, as they all seem to have been doing these last
We're ready, though. 2021, bring it on, I say.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's cross that border.
You bet.
Anyway, good morning, everyone, and you're waking up to a lovely morning out there, and it's going to be a very fine day for you. A few clouds out there, but nothing to spoil the fun. Let's take a look at what's going on. And again, some clouds, but temperatures mild. Look at this, 50s in some communities. 52 right now in Dothan. Look at Troy and Eufaula in the middle 50s. And the dew point's up a little bit, and that's compliments of an easterly flow now, bringing in moisture, and this moisture will be used by the atmosphere, let's say, by later tomorrow and into tomorrow night for some showers and thunderstorms. But none of that today. A mixture of sun and clouds. You know, if we get enough sun, we spill into the low 70s, but right around 70 for a high later today. A good-looking day coming up, and I'll have details on the forecast for the new year. All that coming up in a little bit. Amanda?
All right, Ted. Thank you so much. Well, police in Dale County are still looking for a suspect in a trail of tractor thefts, some being stolen right off residents' property. Here's WDHN's Sarah Wilson with details.
Over the past few weeks, there have been a string of tractors stolen in different areas of Dale County. As the Wiregrass area is home to many farmers, tractors are oftentimes their best friends. But one tractor went home with the wrong owner. Over the weekend, a Dale County resident's tractor was stolen off his property. These are pictures of the stolen tractor. It's something you can't miss, big and green, and it was stolen right off of a county road.
John Deere 6430 that was parked off of County Road 68 at a gentleman's farm.
Lieutenant Sam Crawford says when it comes to preventing crimes like this, residents should lean on their neighbors.
Best policy to just have your neighbors keep an eye out on all your property that you have around you.
Police say a trailer similar to this one is what was stolen off of someone's property. Crawford believes neighbors can also be helpful when trying to identify suspects and solve crimes that are committed in their neighborhoods.
Neighbors and witnesses are always our best ally when it comes to fighting crime. Crimes such as this one with theft of property such as big articles.
Police are offering a cash reward for anyone who knows any information on the tractor that was stolen. Covering local news first in Dale County, Sarah Wilson, WDHN News.
Happened before, now it's happening again. Southeast Health is canceling its elective and urgent care outpatient surgeries and procedures. This is because of the rising number of COVID-19 patients, now at an all-time high of 75 inpatients. Medical procedures will continue on an emergency basis only. These changes will be in effect starting today through January 11th, 2021. Services will not be suspended in outpatient areas, and the Southeast Health Medical Group clinics will not be affected at this time. They plan to continue functioning as usual. Well, residents in Alabama veterans' homes have started receiving COVID-19 vaccinations. State Capitol reporter Jeff Sanders with more on this story.
The first round of COVID-19 vaccinations begins here at the Bill Nichols Veterans Home in Alexander City. After months of isolation and so many passing away from COVID-19, these veterans are ready to roll up their sleeves for the vaccine.
I know just with our guys, our residents here, there's excitement with them. They've been waiting for this day to come.
Nurse Kaylin Williams has been waiting for this day for a long time. She, along with most of the other 175 staff members and 84 residents of the Bill Nichols Veterans Home, are ready to help end the pandemic.
This vaccine's amazing. This is something that's going to start really well for our guys, and it's just like a new light, a breath of fresh air for these guys.
COVID-19 has hit this veterans home hard. 46 of its residents have died from COVID-19 since March. It's a loss of life that's affected everyone here.
When I say family, it really is a family. We've had to pull together and be that family for each other.
Residents and staff are being vaccinated through the federal pharmacy program in cooperation with CVS and Walgreens pharmacies. Bob Horton is the assistant commissioner with the Alabama Department of Veterans Affairs.
They've been very busy educating the residents and their families on the vaccine. We anticipate approximately 85% of our 468 residents will be vaccinated.
And help protect the lives of those who've given so much. Vaccinations at Alabama's 3 other state veterans' homes will take place over the next 2 weeks. Covering local news first in Alexander City, Jeff Sanders, WDHN News.
There are just under 500 residents in Alabama's 4 veterans' homes. Vaccines are being shipped to each facility. Well, as 2020 draws to a close, folks in western Geneva County say this difficult year wasn't all bad. Recently, a main street in Sampson got its first makeover in nearly a century. WDHN's Mike Grispan reports how a federal community development block grant made that possible.
A long-awaited $500,000 project is now complete in Sampson. Crews replaced the near-century-old water and sewer lines underneath West Pullum Street. Following that project, the road itself was repaved. It was paid through a $500,000 federal community development block grant. The city contributed approximately a $100,000 local match. Sampson Mayor Clay King says the work was desperately needed, but there was no way the city could have afforded the entire price tag.
But also it was just to bring up the quality of our water and sewer system for the residents that are already here. And, you know, just this street had gotten in extremely bad shape.
Several residents along West Pullum Street say that this road paving and the replacement of water and sewer lines is truly a great gift for 2020.
That's the first time they've ever done any work on this street since I've been here.
Did it really need it?
Oh, it did. It did. Everybody was glad to see it. I mean, everybody.
Mayor King says receiving a CDBG grant is highly competitive. In the next calendar year, he hopes the city grant writers can find additional dollars from both state and federal sources for needed municipal projects. Covering local news first in Sampson, Mike Gerspan, WDHN News.
And by improving the overall look of Sampson, Mayor King tells WDHN News that this will improve the chances of attracting business and industry to Western Geneva County. Well, coming up next, we have Dothan's Housing Authority Executive Director Sam Crawford as our studio guest to talk about how the pandemic is affecting low-income families here in Dothan. He will join us after Ted's New Year's weather forecast, looking a little bit dicey, sort of like a Christmas repeat. Stay with us for details. We'll be right back.
This weather segment is sponsored by Physicians Hearing Center. You're watching WDHN's First Alert Weather.
Good morning, everyone. We are glad to have you with us on this mild Wednesday morning, and I want to start off by saying Happy New Year to everyone. Oscar Fan will be in for me the next couple of mornings to keep things covered for you, but we'll start with this morning, obviously. A few clouds out there and a few clouds across the southeast, but no significant weather going on. Everything for today is up off to our north and west. Good morning, Dothan. Mild, 52 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And humidity up there at 83%. The dew point's coming up now as moisture is being trucked in off some east to southeast winds. But mild temperatures all across the region. Certainly no frost out there. Good morning, Donaldsonville. You're at 49, 54 for Eufaula and Troy. Good morning to you. And 52 at Andalusia and 47 to Funiac Springs. Spilling into the lower 70s for some communities later today. If we get enough sun, we'll spill into the lower 70s in Dothan. This particular model has us at 73, but warm air for the next few days. But where does warm air come from? The south. What's down to our south? The Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, so moist and warm will be the story for the next few days, but more on that in just a few moments. Me being St. Louis, bring the rain jacket. You're going to need it. But look at Denver. Ouch. A mile high and really cold there at 9 degrees. But you see this temperature differential right here. Probably some kind of shenanigans going on, and right you are, a big area of rain. Also winter storm warnings for a large chunk of the plains just north of the warmer air. And you guessed it, this is the culprit, upper level trough. This trough will be a player in our weather. And by tomorrow, okay, we're underneath the ridge today, so we're mild, we're staying nice today, but by tomorrow the trough will be shifting close enough to us. Gulf moisture is pulled up, and with the trough moving closer to us, the atmosphere is weaker. There'll be some showers, particularly late tomorrow and on tomorrow night and early Friday. Complements of this trough. Some of those storms could be on the strong side tomorrow night into early Friday. Okay, so then this system right here, this lobe right here, this shifts eastward. That'll develop an area of rain on Saturday just to our southeast. It could come close enough to kick a shower off southeast parts of the Wiregrass. Okay, that's a tough forecast. I don't want to make it too complicated for you, but there is still a chance for rain early on Saturday. But the main threat is late tomorrow on into early Friday, where there could be some strong thunderstorms in the region. But none of that today. A really nice day coming up. Lots of blue skies, but there'll be some clouds unlike the last couple of days, but still very, very nice out there. And you'll notice off to our west, this is by early tomorrow morning. Showers begin to develop around here during the day, but it would be later in the day tomorrow into tomorrow night that the showers really blossom across the region. This line right here, as it shifts eastward early on Friday morning, there could be some strong thunderstorms that develop across that line. Oscar will be in here. He'll have it covered for you. But for today, no worries at all. Nice day. Sun and clouds, mild, at least 70 degrees across the region. And then for tomorrow, mid-70s. Yeah, that's the way it's looking right now. Also on Friday, but it's tomorrow night into early on Friday. Those showers and thunderstorms will be in the air. Still could be a few thunderstorms later in the day on Friday. Slight chance for some rain early on Saturday. All of it gets out of here for a lovely Sunday and early part of next week. Amanda.
All right, Ted. Thank you so much. Well, this morning we welcome to Wake Up Wiregrass Mr. Sam Crawford. Sam is the Executive Director of the Dothan Housing Authority, former fire chief in a previous life of our city, and we are wanting him today to talk about how the pandemic has affected housing here and where people stand with evictions in these tough economic times. But first, I would like it if you would just explain to our viewers, what is the Housing Authority and what exactly do you do there?
Well, good morning, Amanda. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
I've been blessed enough to be able to reinvent myself and take a part, participate in the housing needs in this city. And the Housing Authority is one of 3,500 authorities across America. Here in Alabama, we have nearly 150. And we are under contract with HUD, Housing Urban Development, to ensure that the lowest income families have shelter. And here in Dothan, we have nearly 700 families in public housing and another 800 under the Section 8 housing program. And good news is that we have been able to keep people housed in this very uncertain time dealing with the coronavirus.
Well, how have you been able to do that? And how indeed, let's get into that, how has the virus really affected your efforts in keeping people housed?
Well, first of all, we followed the mandates from the CDC and the Alabama Department of Public Health, amongst others. And as you know, there were moratoriums extended to avoid eviction of families who could not pay due to unemployment. Right now, that moratorium has moved out towards the end of January 2021. We have tried to keep our families informed because obviously there's a lot of anxiety associated with the uncertainty. And we have given them education and instruction and also provided them with masks and sanitizers and continuous updates of hopefully that we can send them a message that their housing is protected.
Well, now at the same time, though, you're moving these evictions down the road, so to speak, but they still will have to pay up, right? It's not like they're wiping the slate clean of the rents and fees they owe. That is
the current strategy. We hope that there will be a updated decisions on that, maybe rent forgiveness, such sort of like student loan forgiveness. These families already are at the extreme low point of the economic spectrum, and to add an additional burden of trying to repay a year's worth of back rent is really just not reasonable. So we feel like that will be modified.
Well, listen, let's hope so. Now, I know the Housing Authority has some very ambitious plans for 2021 and for the future as a whole. Can you give us a brief summary of those?
Gladly. The first good news is that beginning in January 2021, we'll actually break ground on a modernization project at our largest housing authority, which is Johnson Homes, renamed Kinsey Cove. And we'll completely modernize that to the tune of some $30 million.
Wow.
And that happens in January. We've also have acquired the old Montana Street Magnet School, where we'll move our administrative offices there. And we'll start trying to breathe new life into that Baptist Bottom Montana Street neighborhood. So those are the immediate things, but we also are planning to modernize all of our housing complexes, which we have 6. And as I mentioned earlier, nearly 700 families. So we have some ambitious programs in front of us.
Well, you certainly do, but and I know you've got your work cut out in 2021 and beyond, but Mr. Sam Crawford, I know that you and the ones that you are working with are certainly up to the task of this noble and important work. I think we all feel better knowing that you and others are at the helm. So.
Well, thank you. We're only as good as our people.
That's right, as we all know. Thank you so much for being with us this morning, and let me wish you and your family a very happy and productive New Year in 2021.
Thank you, Amanda. Same to you.
We'll be right back after these messages. Do stay with us. Ted, we need you to be tighter than a ticks you-know-who. After the U.S. House of Representatives passed a plan Monday to increase stimulus checks from $600 to $2,000, that effort fell short in the Senate Tuesday when Republicans blocked Democrats' efforts. Reporter Joe Khalil has more.
Senate Republicans join with the rest of America in supporting $2,000 checks.
$2,000 stimulus checks are still in limbo. Tuesday morning, Republican Senate Leader Mitch McConnell blocked the latest attempt by Democrats to pass it.
Is there objection to the modification?
Object.
Objection is heard.
But Democrats and an unlikely ally, President Trump, are both turning up the pressure on Senate Republicans to support bigger checks. Senator Bernie Sanders tells News Nation he thinks it's working.
There's a lot of desperation out there, and I think the word is coming here to the Senate that you cannot turn your backs on working people.
But Tuesday evening, a new roadblock. McConnell introduced an entirely new bill that would increase stimulus checks to $2,000, but it also repeals Section 230, a law that shields social media companies from some lawsuits, and it creates a commission to study voter fraud.
Those are the three important subjects the president has linked together
This week, the Senate will begin a process to bring these three priorities into focus.
Democrats say the two additions are potential poison pills that could kill higher stimulus checks altogether.
Look, the House passed the clean bill. That's what the American people want us to do, not to put in poison pills, not to muddy the water.
But before McConnell's new bill, the list of Republican senators in favor of a $2,000 stimulus check was growing. It included Georgia Senators David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler, both in races to keep their Senate seats, as well as Nebraska Senator Deb Fischer, Florida Senator Marco Rubio, and Missouri Senator Josh Hawley.
Now, for the first time in his presidency, President Trump is facing a veto override in the U.S. Senate. This comes as the president refused to sign a major defense bill into law. Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson has the latest on this story.
Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell is urging his colleagues to override the president's veto of the 2021 defense spending bill.
Not once in 6 decades has a Congress let its differences prevent it from completing this work.
McConnell says for America's military men and women, failure is not an option.
So when it's our turn in Congress to have their backs, failure is not an option either.
There were more than enough votes in the House and the Senate.
Michigan Senator Debbie Stabenow says overriding the president's veto is about protecting national security.
As we have these cyber attacks that are very, very real, there's funding in that bill to address that. There's also a pay raise for the troops.
The president said he vetoed the defense bill because it did not crack down on social media companies, and it starts the process of renaming military bases named for Confederate generals.
He prefers we continue to honor the Confederate leaders who committed treasonous atrocities in order to preserve slavery.
Both Illinois Democratic Senator Dick Durbin and Senate Armed Services Chair Republican James Inhofe of Oklahoma said the president's veto was disappointing, and both urged senators to break with the president.
I've said so many times, countless times, on the floor of the House and the floor of the Senate, that this is the most important bill that we have. Some people don't agree with that, but I do.
The Senate is expected to vote on the override later this week. In Washington, I'm Rashad Hudson.
For a look now at Alabama politics during the turbulent year of 2020 and what lies ahead, WDHN's Ileana Capian talked with political analyst Steve Flowers. She filed this report.
2020 has been a year like no other, with changes to the way that we work, the way we socialize, the way we communicate, and for many states, the way elections and politics were handled.
The only thing that really was different was, and it really was a perplexing thing, is we had a very, very major turnout, large turnout of voters all over the country, and especially in Alabama. The results pretty much mirrored what the polling indicated early on, and there were no surprises. Alabama continues to be a very, very Republican state.
2021 will begin with the 117th U.S. Congress meeting on January 3rd. Congress is made up of 535 members, including Alabamians' very own Tommy Tuberville and Barry Moore.
Both of them will be very conservative voices. They'll both be very, very reliable Republican voices. They will not have the ear of the president, obviously, because Joe Biden will be president, Trump will be playing golf. But they still will have a voice as a Republican, but they will not have the kind of influence with the White House. So Barry Moore and Tommy Tuberville will have a conservative bully pulpit, but they will not have much power.
According to Flowers, seniority is what counts in Congress. The longer you are there, the more power you have. Tuberville and Moore are both freshman senators and congressmen. Just across the state line in Georgia, Flowers says the Senate runoff election is just as important as the presidential election.
They are for Alabama, and they are for Republicans around the country philosophically. Will keep any type of liberal Democratic policy from passing, because the Senate has as much power as the president, because there's an old saying in politics that the president proposes, but the Senate disposes.
So while the end of 2020 is near, the start of 2021 is the start of another election season, especially important here in Alabama. Elections will be held for 67 sheriffs across the state, 140 members of the legislature, and possibly an open governor's race. Covering local news first, in Dothan, Ileana Capian, WDHN News.
Well, up right now, Ted's final weather and a hospitality hero saves a life in Birmingham. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, mild this morning. Many areas in the 50s already. Up near 70 today. Nice day, mixture of sun and clouds. Could spill into the lower 70s. Tomorrow, some communities will be seeing some showers, but it's tomorrow night into Friday. Most areas will be seeing showers, and there'll be some thunderstorms. Some of those could be on the strong side early New Year's Day. It's still a chance for a couple thunderstorms during New Year's Day. Mild temperatures, maybe some rain around early on Saturday. Very nice Sunday and early next week. Amanda?
All right, Ted, thank you so much. We see usually many examples of hospitality during the holidays, but what Megan Brown did in the name of hospitality has folks at the Embassy Suites in Birmingham calling her a hero. Here's why.
This is a hotel Christmas story that Megan Brown will be telling for a long time.
I'm the front desk associate.
But on December 12, 2020, managers here at Embassy Suites Birmingham tell us she earned the title Hero.
In a year that can use good news, we are so thankful for you.
Her actions that Saturday went above and beyond her typical front desk duties.
I was working the front desk and I heard people screaming at the pool area. So I came around and I saw them banging on the glass.
This is the path Megan took that day.
So I ran down the hallway, and when I got to the end and got to the pool door, I saw a girl at the bottom of the pool, and I just jumped in and grabbed her.
The little girl wasn't breathing.
She pulled her out and gave her CPR and patted her back until she started breathing. I was able to give her a hug and make sure she was okay.
Her actions got the attention of Hilton's corporate offices, who met to recognize her via Zoom.
We all hope that if we ever got put in a position like you got put in on Saturday, that we would react with the courage and the fortitude and the speed in which you reacted to that situation. You know, with the selflessness of just saving that child. It's just amazing.
Despite all.
And what a hero she was. Well, we are so glad you could join us this morning. We hope to see you right back here tomorrow. Thanks.